Guys, did you hear Charlie Kirk got shot?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead.
Thank you, Rainbow Six Siege, for the response. I am quite titillated at this news. I heard his family watched it happen though.
Who wanna see the video?
I saw it. Craziness. Happy star, oh Charlie.
My favorite memes of him are his face next to XXX Temptation.
Hi, Zoe.
Not funny. Genuinely sad way to die. Rest in peace, Kirk.
White nationalist gets shot, now everybody and Impact LMAO.
You lame bro. Okay, Dreamy Boo. Lame on you. Rage bait used to be believable.
Weirdo. You cannot like someone but still be sad they died. What happened to Left Against Violence?
Zoe, you do not know me. Do not put a label on me. I won't sympathize for a man whose entire rhetoric is spreading hate.
Hate doesn't beat hate. I also disagree that all he spread was hate.
When an oppressor can no longer oppress, I am happy with that.
Can you show me where he oppressed?
You dead ass?
Yes.
Okay, well now.
I don't even agree with all the things he said or done. Honestly, I cringed when he'd come on my For You page. But celebrating death is wild.
No one's celebrating his death.
Having a glad he's gone mindset is just as bad. I don't even wish death on the person who killed him.
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? The data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil. But what happens?
A certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for? Burn, loot, and murder.
Yeah, DEI stands for
one of the biggest.
Didn't earn it, just so we're clear.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s. The disappearance of the black father has been the #1 driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dads not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around is a bad. Starting in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs. Is this correct?
I like the war. Blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. That's not a war on drugs, that's a culture problem. Why are so many blacks committing murders outside of their population? So we've spent $20 trillion on uplifting black communities, $20 trillion, and black Americans are poor. Food stamps, subsidized housing, Medicaid, public schooling, subsidized college. We're talking about $20 trillion spent on the Great Society, and yet black America is poor, more murderous, more dangerous.
Part of equity
what does equity mean?
is
You mean taking from
allowed.
other people?
This is an oppressive narrative. No one deserves to die. This is a gun control issue. He died by what he lived. He justifies deaths for his guns now. I'm not happy that he was killed. No one deserves to die like that. He didn't fuck with empathy. So for him, I will stay strong.
He didn't like empathy. He liked sympathy. He justified gun deaths the same as cars. Cars kill 50,000 people, yet we would never take it away.
Zoe, are you white?
Yes.
I respect your opinion and your stance, but I wouldn't expect you to understand. I'm not gonna go back and forth.
Yeah, I don't think I could fully understand someone else's life either. I see certain privileges I have too, but I don't think race is important in this conversation.
It is important.
Why is my race versus your race important? Anyways, he said that 50,000 died by motor vehicle accidents, yet we wouldn't give up cars to save those 50,000 people. Same for guns. The empathy thing was him saying that it took away from sympathy. The black pilot thing was him referencing diversity, equality, and inclusion and saying that he felt that people choose race over experience. Although I don't agree with how he said it, there is still a backstory behind it. Now, why is my race important in this conversation? Because I was raised by my white mom and dad in a suburban home, and we had it easier since I was born? I'm confused.
Zoe, I just read all this, so I'd like to hopefully shed some light as to Leon's position. Number 1, no one deserves to die. That much we can all agree on. Number 2, Charlie Kirk was not a good person. Hopefully, we also can all recognize that. Number 3, while it's definitely tragic that his children no longer have a father, and his wife no longer has a husband, Ultimately, what he was teaching his children will no longer be as large of an influence for them. With that being said, let's break down some of Charlie Kirk's greatest hits.
Now, were they trying to hijack her? Were these blacks trying to go rob her? Happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact. It's happening more and more.
He made his career off demonizing black people.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
He made his career off underselling black people. Systems like DEIR, put in place in order, allow qualified black and brown candidates to not be overlooked. His characterization of DEI as any white applicant being thrown out is entirely incorrect, and it's ultimately irresponsible to have been misleading. People this way all this time.
Those comments are not available in the recordings posted to YouTube of the conference that year. The reporter who wrote the Wired story, however, confirmed to us that while attending the event as a journalist, he had witnessed the remarks, which were made not on the main stage, but in a smaller conference room.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Why did you say that the civil rights bill should be overturned?
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Why? That's crazy.
Now you gotta figure it out.
I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
And the Civil Rights Act, though, let's be clear, created a beast, and that beast has now turned into an anti-white weapon. Why does Kirk believe passing the Civil Rights Act was a mistake? Now, again, apparently they don't listen to the show because we do that at least once a week, right? Once a week we talk about why the Civil Rights Act was a mistake.
This is actually such an insane thing to say. If you aren't familiar, please refresh your memory as to what the Civil Rights Act does, and then explain as to why that would be a mistake.
Bill Clinton in the 1990s, it was all about empathy and sympathy. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that it does a lot of damage, but it is very effective when it comes to politics. Sympathy I prefer more than empathy.
Charlie Kirk labeled himself a Christian, but this demonstrates that his understanding of his own faith was seriously misguided. Everyone here should read Matthew chapters 5 to 7, and let me know if Jesus didn't teach empathy.
Some nuance about the death of George Floyd that no one dares to say out loud, which is that this guy was a scumbag.
Clearly, even Charlie Kirk wasn't opposed to celebrating political violence, and even went out of his way to justify the murder of an innocent black man.
It's not a great replacement theory. It's a great replacement reality. Just this year, 3.6 million foreigners will invade America. 10 to 15 million will enter by the end of Joe Biden's term. Each will probably have 3 to 5 kids on average, while native-born Americans have 1.5 per couple. You are being replaced by design. Truly the most depressing story we cover.
Not only is this a wild conspiracy theory, but it's largely inaccurate. In fact, in many Mormon and evangelical communities, white youth are pressured to marry and have kids very young to ensure the white population can stay high. White supremacists have a weird obsession with maintaining their social position, and they have nothing to show for it, except their own hate.
Dom is right. This isn't just rhetoric. Look at what I had unironically found while making this video.
Now, a couple other things that I want to make sure I mention. If you're a young person here and you say, boy, you know, what do I want to do for my life? Honestly, you should get married as young as possible and have as many kids as possible. Period. Reject the siren song of modernity. Now, some parents are probably, ooh, I don't like that, you know, they should basically, you know, they should go get a job first. You're wrong. I'm sorry. Honestly. We are on the verge of a population collapse in this country. Every day, I receive emails from young women filled with regret in their late 30s. And they say, Charlie, I'm sobbing as I write this email because what you talk about on the show is exactly right. I have a couple of college degrees. I have a great job and almost no debt. But I was told, you know, to forego having a family. But now I'm looking around and I have a lot of cats and no kids. Honestly, where did we go wrong where we think that your bank account balance means more than passing down to the next generation? Where did we go wrong, everybody?
These last few quotes hopefully don't need any explanation.
Speedrun time. If I have to keep reliving this